What's going on, everybody? This your boy Isaiah, coming to you again from Bucco's Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell on this channel to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Ha! Y'all thought I was done for the day? Nah, I ain't done for the day. Yeah, I gotta give a breakdown of today's game. I was hyped up earlier. Got done eating. I'm settled in. I'm home. And I want to break down this game. 48-40. But I gotta be humble too. It was a good victory in New Orleans. Divisional game. Divisional games are very important when it comes to tiebreakers in the division. So this could help us down the road if we continue to win. And if it comes to a tiebreaker, then we can get that. So, with that being said, here's my breakdown of the game. I got my stats right here on my other phone. 48-40. So you got the good, bad, and the ugly. Where can I start? Make sure you subscribe to or follow the Bucco's Locker Facebook page. Shouts out to Travis making the video early today. So the breakdown, the Bucks just basically they out muscled the Saints at home. You know what I'm saying? Like 500 over 500 total yards of offense. I give y'all some team stats on the breakdown. Crazy breakdown, man. I'm sitting here looking at these stats, man. 529 yards total offense. To the New Orleans Saints 475. We ran 62 plays. We had 26 first downs, 17 by passing, 5 by running. What's up, Brian? And we had 11 total drives. And here's a key stat. A lot of people don't understand this too. Another key stat is that we were 8 for 11 on third downs. 8 for 11 on third downs? Am I reading that? 8 for 11 on third downs. Do you understand how big that is? That's a big deal. Like, really, like a huge deal. 8 for 11 on third downs, man. Like, we was converting third downs like crazy. I was sitting there watching, like, the plays were developing so perfectly. There was kill shots. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick was putting the ball on the money, So I want to give a shout out to Ryan Fitzpatrick first and foremost for playing a hell of a game, going for 21 for 28, for 417 yards. Great statistical game for him. 4 touchdowns. He had 1 running. He showed a lot of toughness, a lot of grit. He had a passer rating of 156, a QBR of 97. The boy was on fire today. Also, I want to give a shout out to the O-line for blocking. Didn't allow no sacks. Donovan Smith had a block in the back, but shouts out to Donovan Smith, Ali Marpet, Ryan Jensen for showing some toughness on the field when the Saints try to play a little dirty. Shouts out to Demir Dotson for shutting down Cameron Jordan. Cameron Jordan didn't do anything in this game. He had a bat down ball at the beginning, but Cameron Jordan was irrelevant. Boy, Demir Dotson did his thing. So his Pro Football Focus grade gonna be high, along with Donovan Smith too. Ali Marpet grade gonna be high. Ryan Jensen's grade gonna be high. Them boys did their thing on that. Them Hogs, they did their thing, man. Y'all got to give a shout out to the O-line. I know we be on the O-line. I know we be on Donovan Smith. I told y'all Donovan Smith gonna be all right. He's still young too. He only like 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all Donovan Smith gonna be decent, man. You know what I'm saying? Demir Dotson doing his thing, and y'all look. I'm riding with Donovan Smith until he showed me something different. You know what I'm saying? They had no penalty. Well, Donovan Smith had a penalty, but that was a weak call. We see slip screens all the time. They was trying to give the Saints. That was a makeup call, obviously. I mean, when Adam Humphrey had a slip screen and he ran like 60 yards and they called it back for blocking the back, whatever. There was some questionable calls on both ends, you know what I'm saying, for the Saints and the Bucks. Also, I want to give a shout out to Peyton Barber for doing his thing. Um, Peyton Barber ran that rock. He had 19 carries for 69 yards. He was doing the thing. 3 yards, 3.6 yards a carry. That doesn't give you the telltale story because we was making so much ground on throwing the ball, we kind of stopped running the ball. So I mean, but when we did run the ball, Peyton Barber was doing his thing. Ryan Fitzpatrick had 12 carries for 36 yards. Ryan Fitzpatrick was doing his thing. So you know, I mean, overall the running game, 34 carries for 112 yards. That's not a lot. It's a lot of carries, but still got to run the ball. So 34 carries. You know what I'm saying? 34 runs to 28 passes. So we did run the ball more than we threw the ball. We just was throwing it in big chunks. So he didn't get sacked either. So that was great. Great play by the O-line. Immaculate game by the O-line. They showed toughness. They showed grit. Pass blocking. Run blocking. All their grades going to be high in Pro Football Focus. I like what the O-line did. I like what Ryan Fitzpatrick did. I like what Peyton Barber did. Also, the receivers was off the chain. If y'all would have been there, I was sitting there. And Saints had no answer for none of our receivers, bro. Like, they couldn't cover none of our receivers. I told y'all in the preview game that our receiving core is like no other. Yeah, some teams might have a number one guy like Antonio Brown and DeAndre Hopkins. Some teams got these number one guys, but Julio Jones. But if you stack our receiving core from top to bottom, that's the number one guy to number 6 guy. We probably got I'm gonna say top 5 receiving core in the league. So it is what it is with our receiving core, baby. But a shouts out to Mike Evans playing a hell of a game. Marshawn Lattimore couldn't hold him. It seemed like Mike Evans was so focused on doing Marshawn Lattimore pretty bad. He was so focused. You could tell Mike Evans showed no emotion. He was just raw. He was about business. You know what I'm saying? And he made Marshawn look really bad. You know what I'm saying? On some deep balls and some good catches too. D-Jack, what up, man? I seen you too, man, on the phone walking out of the stadium, man. I seen you on the phone, man, shouting out your people in there. I'm gonna give you a shout out because we've been asking for this for 2 years. Can Jameis or Ryan hit you on a deep ball? And Ryan was locked in with you on that deep ball. He hit you with a couple of beautiful touchdown passes, bombs. I mean, he dropping dimes. I'm talking about these were like perfect throws. I'm talking about A1 steak sauce throws. Like he dropping steak sauce. A1. He right in the bread basket in stride too, boy. It was nothing that the Saints can do. Also, OJ Howard was doing his thing. He had a couple catches. Chris Godwin had a touchdown. I told y'all he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Told y'all he was nice. Chris Godwin was nice. Adam Humphrey had a couple catches. You know what I'm saying? So Cameron Brate, no catches. No catches for Cameron Brate. But that shows you how deep we are. It's gonna be some games that OJ Howard might not have no catches. Might be some games D-Jack might not have no. It just our weapons are just so crazy. Crazy how everybody had to catch Cameron Brate. That's how much the New Orleans Saints was focused on Cameron Brate. They forgot about the weapons. I told you can shut down one of these guys, even 2. You can shut down 1 or 2, but you can't shut down the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? Also, also on the good side, I'm gonna get a shout out to Justin Evans, the scoop and score. He did his thing on that. Todd Monken, I want to give a shout out to our OC. He called a hell of a game. Dirk, look, man. Let Todd call the plays, man. Let Todd Monken call the plays, man. Let Todd call the plays, man. You could tell the play calling was on point, baby. We ran more, even though Ryan Fitzpatrick scrambled, but they count as runs, but we ran the ball more than we threw the ball. That was good. The accuracy was great. Fitzpatrick was locked in. I saw him come in the stadium. They was all about business. They was not playing with the Saints, man. I'm telling you, the whole, I was watching the sideline. The Saints got the ball. First drive, they went down and scored a touchdown. I was like, oh, here we go with the nonsense. The Bucs got the ball back. They first drive, boom, went right down the field. I was like, okay, good answer back. Then the Bucks stopped and the Bucks got the ball back. Boom. I was like, oh, boom, boom. Next thing you know, it was halftime. I'm like, we winning. Then I was like, oh, sure. Then we got the ball back in the second half. Boom, 34-24. Then 41-24. Then 48-24. I was like, then the fans in the New Orleans Superdome started leaving. It was about 12 minutes and 42 seconds left. The fans was like, game over. We out. Half of the stadium left. I was begging them to stay. I was like, because the Saints can come back. They got Drew Brees. I was like, nah, it's over. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to give, like I said, give a shout out to the whole offensive line, Ryan Fitzpatrick, all the receivers, you know, just Peyton Barber, all that. That's all the good right there. That's all the good. All the good. I know we got a victory, but I still got to keep it real with y'all. I got to keep it real and objective. I'm a realist. Despite the fact that we're going to win some games this season, but I'm also going to keep it real with y'all on the good, bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? The bad part, man, it's a lot of bad and a lot of ugly, too. The bad part, man, our defense. Let me go back to the good side. Our run defense. Our run defense did very well. New Orleans they didn't run the ball well, which hurt their offense. They couldn't run the ball. They only had 43 yards rushing. So our run defense improved a whole lot, but you know, Alvin Kamara couldn't run the ball really, and then of course Mark Ingram suspended, so it kind of messed their whole rotation up. But we shut them down in the run game. But back to the bad, we didn't do so well. Defensively. Pass defense and our pass rush was kind of weird. We was kind of getting pressure, but it wasn't like good pressure. It wasn't consistent pressure. It was like off and on. And maybe because the guys got to get in like football shape, but it was lackluster on our pass rush. Like I said, our run defense was great. Pass rush was very suspect. Tackling was not great. It was good, but not great. But I'll put that in the bad category. Also, Chandler Canizaro missed a field goal, 44-yard field goal, which would have really put the game away. By him missing the 44-yard field goal, it left the door open for the Saints to come back, and they scored. It was like 48-32. Then they scored again. It was 48-38. And then it was like, oh, here we go. And 48-40. It was like, oh, man, you got to make that field goal, Chandler. You was doing good, man. You got to make those field goals, man. That's bad that you missed that field goal. But we need you to make those field goals. Because, you know, the defense was gassed out. The defense was gassed out. I saw it. I knew it. I'm glad the game ended on that note because Drew Brees was coming. I was sitting there and I was like, wait a minute. We were just up by 24 points. Now we up by 8 only? It was no joke, man. Drew Brees, that boy, never out the game. But that's pretty much the bad. Like missed tackles, with stuff like that. But we'll clean that up because it's the first game of the season. But also now I gotta flip over to the ugly side. Oh, it was a Lord, the ugly. You know where I'm gonna start my ugly at, right? Mike Smith. Fam. Don't tell me the Tampa Bay Bucks gonna have to outscore teams every game to win the game, man. Like, your defense is horrible, bro. 432 yards passing. Mind you, last season, folks, we had the worst pass defense in the league. 32 out of 32. We drafted MJ Stewart, Carlton Davis, Jordan Whitehead. Vernon Hargreaves moved to the slot. And still got exposed because Vernon Hargreaves was getting picked on by Michael Thomas. But we can't have shootouts, Mike Smith. And this is why I gotta call the defense overall ugly. Even though we had a good run defense, but overall, I give it an F. A for effort, but F for execution the scheme. Executing the scheme. Your scheme sucks, Mike Smith. I do not like your scheme. You did. There was one play that the Saints was down in the red zone. I remember this like it was yesterday, like it was 2 minutes ago. The Bucs had everybody in the line, right? Michael Thomas was in the slot, and the world famous Mike Smith blitz inside the 10-yard line. Michael Thomas wide open. What kind of blitzing scheme he calls, man? I know we got some young guys back there, but damn, Mike Smith. I mean, we spent all this money on our pass defense. To sack the quarterback. I think we had one sack by Vinny Curry. Had a couple of quarterback pressures. Oh, Levante, I think, sacked him, something like that. It was Levante or Vinny, one of the two. But JPP didn't do nothing, but he was going against one of the top left tackles in the league. What's his name? Tyreek Armstead. So he was a very good left tackle. JPP was trying, but Armstrong is a beast. Ryan Ramczyk was holding down Vinny Curry. Interior, Gerald McCoy was getting double teamed still. So it's like still the same old, man. I don't think it's the players. I think it's the scheme. Mike Smith's scheme is not good. Like the pressure was not good. Not the way they rushing the quarterback. His scheme is built to give up yards, and that's going to hurt us in the long run. Because Gerald McCoy was still getting double teamed. So Vinny Curry and JPP was supposed to win 1-on-1, right? That didn't happen that much, man. Like they I don't know what was going on. They didn't have their football legs on them, their football arms. I don't know. But JPP didn't do anything. He had a tackle, a couple tackles. Vinny Curry had a sack, I guess. I mean, but Gerald McCoy was still getting double teamed. I don't know, man. I don't know. Carl Nassib had some pressure. Jarrell Worthy has a little bit of pressure, a little bit, but pass rush was ugly, not great. Drew Brees had all day to throw the ball. The stats show it. I'm gonna give you a breakdown again. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, 432 yards. He was 37 for 45. 37 for 45. I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, we got Carlton Davis back there. We got MJ Stewart held his own." They was not throwing the ball at MJ Stewart like that. They was throwing the ball at Vernon Hargreaves, Carlton Davis, and Ryan freaking Smith. We kept Ryan, and Ryan Smith cannot cover a cold. He got shook by Alvin Kamara pretty bad. Ryan Smith is trash, man. He's not a good corner, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's just not. I mean, just put Vernon Hargreaves back out there and tell him to say, deal with it. Ryan Smith is not good, man. Hopefully Brent Grimes play next week against the Steelers, I believe. They had a tie with the Browns, 21-21, by the way. So, and Le'Veon Bell is not playing, so they got James Conner. But anyway, that's another topic. But secondary trash, man. Chris Conte, Justin Evans had a good scoop and score. But MJ Stewart did his thing, though. He was doing his thing. They was not testing him like that. They was testing Carlton Davis pretty bad. Then they stopped testing him, and they started going after Vernon Hargreaves. And the linebackers, Quan and Levante, man. Y'all covering skills, man. Oh, we got the Eagles next week. I'm sorry. My bad, guys. I was thinking ahead of the game. We got the Eagles next week, most likely without Carson Wentz. He's still not cleared to play, but I'll talk about that in another video. I'm sorry, fellas and ladies and gents. It's the Eagles we got next week in Tampa. But linebackers, man. Quan, Levante. I don't know what's up with y'all two, man, but y'all can't cover a cold. Y'all can't cover a pillow, man. Like, what is going? Levante, Quan, man. What's up, man? Lynch. I mean, y'all got to get better in covering, man. Y'all was horrible, man. I'm going to give y'all an F on that. A for effort, but F for overall, man. Quan and Levante was not covering well at all, because I'm going to give y'all the breakdown again. Here's the breakdown. The numbers don't lie, man. The numbers don't lie. Box scores don't lie, man. It gives you It gives you a telltale sign on how much the Saints was moving the ball against us, particularly against the linebackers and Vernon Hargraves. I was there. They was moving the ball against Vernon Hargraves. Michael Thomas was eating them up. We had no answers. Let me tell you this, folks. The Saints are a two-man team. Like, I'm gonna scratch out Drew Brees because we know Drew Brees is Drew Brees. They are basically Kamara and Michael Thomas, and every now and then Ted Ginn Jr. We had no answers for Kamara and Michael Thomas, and let me tell you why. Even though he only had 29 yards rushing, Michael Thomas had 16 catches for a $180, 11 yards to catch, 17 targets. Out of 17 targets, he caught the ball 11 times. Has anybody gonna cover him? Vernon, he was covering him quite a bit. Carlton Davis was covering him a little bit. Like, we kept throwing bodies at him. Ryan Smith, and we had no answer. Kamara, 9 catches for 112 yards. 12 targets, 9 catches. 12 yards a catch. Ted Ginn had 5 catches, 68 yards. So Drew Brees ate us up 30. This man was 7 for 45. 3 touchdowns. QBR 93. Quarterback rating 129. 439 yards. So when the defensive stats come out, we're going to be number 32 against the pass. That's the ugly, folks. Mike Smith and his defense. I told y'all. We had to win. We had to score 48 points to win that game. If it wasn't for Ryan Fitzpatrick clicking like that, we'd have got blowed out. Because defense, trash. I told y'all, man. Mike Smith will be the downfall of our team. And I don't know how much Dirk is going to do or he's going to step up and say something. The defense is not good, man. I'm sorry. You know? But let me take a break for a second. And if you guys want to donate to the channel, there's a link in the description box. You can hit me up on that. There's a link to the Facebook page and to the Twitter page as well. But let me get back into it. But that is the ugly of the game. The good, bad, and the ugly. Like I said, I went over the good and I went over the bad and the ugly. And we want to know at the end of the day. If I had to give us an overall grade for the game, overall grade for the game for the overall team, because offensively I'm gonna give us an A+. You know, we're probably gonna have the number 1 or number 3 number. We're gonna be in the top 5 offensively total yards. Might be number 1. But offense gets an A+. Defense D-. Not good. Got to do better next week, man. We got the Eagles. Nick Foles in his RPO, read option. Run pass option. So, hopefully we can improve on the pass defense. The Eagles receivers are not as good as the Saints. They have one good one. You know, Alshon Jeffrey might be still hurt. But we got D- for the defense, man. But shout out to Dirk Cutter to getting that team focused and on the road and win that big road victory, because all the analysts and the experts had us losing to the Saints. They also had us losing the first 3 games. So here's the big question: where do we go with Ryan Fitzpatrick if he wins next week against the Eagles and he does the same thing? And now we're 2-0. I told y'all if we win 1 of the 3 games. See, the predicament is going on. It's on track right now for us to be 10-6, 11-5. My prediction: 10-6, 11-5. We got 1 game out of the first 3. Now we're on game number 2. If we can beat the Eagles and Nick Foles without Alshon Jeffrey and Carson Wentz, woo, we 2-0. The predicament is still on point. So I told y'all how this was gonna go. But anyway, shouts out to Dirk Cutter for getting the victory. But overall grade for the team, B-, C+, because we can improve on the defensive side, because it's 2 sides of the ball. Actually 3 sides, because you got defense, offense, and special teams. Special teams get like a C+, because I say B-, C+. So Overall grade for the team, C plus, B minus. I know everybody want to talk about this with the Ryan Fitzpatrick keeps winning and what we're gonna do with Jameis and all that. Let's not talk about that right now. Let's deal with that when the time comes. But Ryan Fitzpatrick played a hell of a game. If he keeps playing like this, just keep him in. But until then, this is one game. Let's everybody chill. I know I was excited yesterday, earlier today. Let's just take a deep breath. Enjoy the victory. Tomorrow, we talking about the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? We can put the Saints game behind us. We on to the next team. The Eagles coming to Raymond James. Let's get it. Anyway, I enjoyed y'all joining this chat. I'm glad y'all supporting the channel. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. We are at like 1,996. 4 more subscribers away from 2,000. And once we hit 2,000, I'm going to make a video for us reaching 2,000. We did this. We got this channel to 2,000. And now we at 2,000 almost. We're going to get to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I want to be one of the biggest Bucs channels on YouTube. That is my goal. Anyway, enjoy the victory, folks, because tomorrow I'm not talking about the Saints game no more. I'm talking about the Eagles coming to Raymond James. Anyway, enough talking for me. Finna watch this Bears and Packers game. Bears is winning, by the way. But anyway, tell me what you guys think about the game in the comment section. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate y'all joining the chat session, my live session. But hit me up in the comment section. But anyway, this your boy Isaiah. Coming to you from Bucko, Osaka. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all my videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell or notification icon. Whatever you want to call that notification, little button, little shaped like a little bell. Make sure you hit that. So every time I make a live video, you won't miss a video that I make. Anyway, to all my pirates and my sea bandits, my Buckaholics, my diehards, my stick carriers, to everybody in the Bucks family, I want y'all to fire those cannons. I want y'all to enjoy this victory. And we're going to keep sieging the day. I'm out. Peace.